Did you really just say fan number 1 is here? Holy shit. Let me ping the Discord. Hold on. Oh, you did ping it. I get notifications for your content. Yeah, but you didn't tag everybody, so I'm tagging everybody. There we go. Anyway, let me turn down the music because I feel like it's probably hella loud and I'm probably quiet. Is that better? Tell me if my levels are okay, everybody. Fan number 1 is here, Jill. I don't know. Maybe I should just turn the music off all the way. Hi, how are you? No, I'm not the first. No, you're not the first. Jill gets notifications. So, and a lot of people don't. You don't get the notification until I ping the Discord. So it's kind of funny. And also, hi, Sati, how are you? Hi, Yvonne, Nanaya. I was rizzing someone. Were you really? Ooh, I want to hear about that later, by the way. But I've been here for 20 minutes. Oh, you've been here for 20 minutes? Oh, you just were waiting for it to start, huh? You know what? I wanted to talk about today, but I'm probably not even going to get there because I take forever to get anywhere. But I released a video yesterday, and it made a whole bunch of people sad. I like the music. Quiet like that is nice. Yeah, it's near music. A couple of people in the Discord told me it was sad. People asked if I was okay, but then I had my personal friends reach out to me, a couple of my friends and my mom this morning. She was like, "Are you okay?" People got so sad. Oh, let me change this to live chat so I can actually see everything. So I'm doing great. Gonna be working 12 hours a day for a week and also at the point where the psych gave up. So I'm doing great. That sounds horrible. I'm sorry, dude. 12 hours a day for a week. I mean, the money will be good, but the psych just gave up. How does it? You know what? I read something about a psychiatrist who told somebody, "There's nothing more I can do for you," which I'm like, they shouldn't do that. I don't know. Giving up like that is it's like telling the patient the wrong thing. There's a woman that's going for euthanasia because her doctor told her there was no more he could do for her or something like that. And I was just like, that's really shitty, and I'm sorry that you are going through that. Seek a second opinion, please. Yes, I said psychic. I know. I meant psychiatrist. Damn, I knew somebody was going to call me out on that. I was hoping we would just glaze over it. But yeah. I am drinking a Diet Coke, just so y'all know. Anyway, so my video, basically I have really bad insomnia. I sleep every other day, and even now benzos don't help, and all the other meds don't help. So she literally went, "I have no idea." Huh. Oh, so you're treatment resistant then. I was treatment resistant for a while. You might have to start, I'm not a doctor, so maybe don't listen to me, but you might have to start making lifestyle changes, eating right or something, changing your diet, maybe trying to work out. That's what I did, and it helped. I know I have the same advice over and over again. Eat right and work out. I know I say that all the time. That's because it really made a difference for me. I'm not trying to be like those people that are like, "Why don't you just go for a walk?" And why are you depressed? Because it's not like that. I understand that depression and different mental disorders cannot be healed by eating right and exercising, but maybe a lifestyle change could help. I don't know. But she literally went, "I have no idea." Yeah. What was I going to talk about? I forgot. So how's chat doing? Let me ask how you guys are all doing. Let me get that out of the way. We know Seti's not having a great time, which is really shitty. I'm eating right, but I just go to bed and go, "I won't be able to sleep today." My brain just refuses to. I kind of relate to the refusing to sleep thing. I have been having extremely interrupted sleep for the last, I don't know, fucking forever, for a couple months now, I guess. Since the anxiety started getting really, really bad. Oh yeah, I'll get there in a second. But yeah, since the anxiety started being really, really bad, I have really interrupted sleep. I only sleep a couple hours at a time, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and sometimes it's so hard going to sleep because every night when I lay down to go to sleep, I feel like I'm suffocating. It's really weird. And also it's really hot in here. I need to turn on the air. I actually managed to write yesterday evening and today. Oh, good job, Jill. I'm a writer. I know how hard it can be to get yourself to write when you're not feeling motivated or not particularly creative, so that's good. And oh, okay, so the video, made a bunch of people really sad yesterday because of, I guess, the part where how I talked to myself, but I'm just being honest, you guys. And I thought it was interesting how many people reached out to me and were like, are you okay? I hope you're doing better. I hope things aren't going that bad and, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, I'm fine. This is just my normal, you know, but the goal is to change my normal, is to change it to something more positive. Like being negative and hating yourself all the time and just talking down to yourself, it doesn't do you any favors, especially at my age, dude. Like, I feel like I should have figured it out by now, but I haven't. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting because I released that video about me and Josh and our relationship and how we work together, and people really liked that video. And then I released the video about like my experience the other morning with this voice in my head that was like yelling at me, which, by the way, that voice is gone. Like, it's gone. Like, I was surprised at how obnoxious and like full frontal assault this voice was, because I usually don't have voices like that anymore now that they adjusted my antipsychotics. I relate to that, just doing fucked up shit to yourself and stuff and going, yeah, that's normal because you're used to it. Yeah. Like, I mentioned this in my video yesterday about how I feel like I'm just addicted to self-hate. You ever feel like you're addicted to a bad emotion? Like, it's weird. And I try not to, like, I try not to let that, like, take over my entire perception, but it does seem to do that. And I don't really, hold on one second. I don't really know how to fix that. I've been trying to wake up every morning and talk to myself positively in the mirror, just being so lame, you know, just being like, hey, you're beautiful and you're gonna do a good job today and you're wonderful. And it's so just like, it does not feel right, because normally when I get up in the morning and I look in the mirror, I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. This is fucking bullshit. I hate myself and I want to die. Oh, I'm sorry. That's probably so depressing, but like, it's not like a real, like, I like being alive. I just need to make that clear. But that's just how my brain be talking to me in the morning. And those are my thoughts. That's not intrusive voices. Those are my thoughts. Because there are a difference between intrusive thoughts and hearing voices. It's just that sometimes my voices like to just repeat the intrusive thoughts to me. But as I was saying before, like, ever since I started, like, they upped my antipsychotics and I started being, like, more healthy, like, voices usually aren't that bad. So it was really fucking crazy having a voice just scream at me yesterday. It was really crazy, pun intended, I guess. It was really just outrageous how much it yelled at me and how loud it was and how at the forefront of my brain it was. I was just like, what is this shit? And the only thing I can identify is that I was trying to change my attitude and be nicer to myself. And then, yeah, I'm addicted to chapstick, you guys. I wonder if that's bad for your lips. Like, you guys see how many times I put it, like, let's start a chapstick counter for reals. How many times, and I have 3 different chapsticks, right? I have, like, cucumber mint. I think this is pink lemonade. And then I have my Nivea one. And I'm like, let's start a count of how many times I fucking use my chapstick. Because it's kind of ridiculous. I need to turn on my air conditioner. I'll be right back. Isn't chapstick meant to be good for your lips, though? Yeah, but I just use it a lot. I have like 5 or 6 sticks, but I forget to use them. Well, use them, man. I'm addicted to chap. Can't have too much of a good thing. You definitely can have too much of a good thing. I mean, I feel like in certain amounts, alcohol is a good thing, right? And you could definitely have too much of that. And controversial opinion, I think you can have too much money, right? And like, a lot of people will disagree with me. That's why I said it's a controversial opinion. But let me explain. Hear me out. And then says nothing. No, I'm kidding. But it's good you can have as much as you want. No problem at all. I think that Vaseline would last longer. Vaseline does last longer. I know a lot of people who used Vaseline back in the day, actually. But I just like the feeling of putting it on. But I was going to say, you could, like, okay, for instance, let's say that you're a multi-billionaire. I was reading something about billionaires and how they're, like, extremely depressed because they have too much money and they don't know what to do with it. Like they try to, like there are some who try to donate as much money as they can, and like they just keep making money back on their investments. And like they get like super depressed because the only other people they're around are rich people. And I'm not saying let's feel sorry for billionaires, okay? I'm just saying like there's a weird mental health issue that seems to arise with really rich people. And I think it comes from having too much money and having access to everything you wanted and living this really, really out of control lifestyle. So yes, I do think you can have too much money. And right, Elon Musk should give us all money. He should give us all $1 million. I think that would solve all his problems. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I already forgot what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter. You know what? I do have something to rant about, though. There was this weird thing that happened to me, that happened to, like, Josh a couple weeks ago, right? It was, like, me. It was circled around me. It wasn't even a couple weeks ago. It was, like, maybe last week. Some rant, in the end, it doesn't even matter. It's... In the end, it doesn't even matter. Is that the song you're referencing? Just a small loan of $1 million. Yeah. You know what's interesting about in the end, it doesn't even matter. It's something about having like a lot of money. And I guess this makes me feel better. I don't know. Maybe it's just what poor people tell themselves. But like, you can't take your assets with you into the afterlife. So I guess not having a lot of money, I'm okay with that. One of my karaoke, oh, you sing that one all the time? I mean, that is kind of a staple of karaoke. I mean, I've seen plenty of videos of people singing that one. Oh, hey, Josh, how are you? I'm just ranting. I was going to actually tell the story. I like how everybody here is a member. That's awesome. Also, I'm going insane because it's Shabbat, so all the stores are closed and I only have 2 cigarettes left. Oh. I mean, have you tried? Have I tried what? You got to try harder. Wait. I already forgot what we're talking about. Well, I would say today is the day you're conserving cigarettes, because are they closed all day? I'm pretty good just taking my lunch, but already ate. What did you eat? Oh, okay. Well, tell me what you ate, but also, okay. First of all, I need to tell this story because this is funny. Get your possessions into the afterlife. Oh, you got to try harder. You got to traffic them. Oh, I was like, what is she talking about? Oh, you got to traffic your possessions into the afterlife. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure billionaires are trying to figure that out. So this random person messaged Josh on Facebook a little while ago, and he had no idea who it was. I had no idea who it was, but they were like, is Elena okay? I kind of feel bad, but not really. And I was like, I have no idea who this person is. And Josh was like, I don't know who this person is. He almost sent them a gift that said, I don't know who you are. But he ended up just blocking them, because the thing about weirdos on Facebook is you got to just not engage them. You got to just block them or unfriend them immediately the second they start acting weird, especially if they're not people you know in real life. Because very many of us have like a bunch of friends online who we never met IRL. They're just internet friends, right? And this person is someone who I knew online, but I didn't know who it was at the time. But then I did some thinking, and I talked to another mutual friend of mine and Josh's, and he was like, oh, it's that person that always was like messaging people asking if you like yourself, right? And I was like, who is this person? And I finally had to do some math in my head, and I realized this was a person who I blocked 6 years ago. Someone who, when I was really down and out on my last leg of mental stability, basically told me to KYS, right? And I was like, well, I don't really want to be friends with this person anymore. But it turned out they have a bunch of alts because they're psycho. So like they started like messaging me, telling me to off myself, telling me to die and all this stuff. And I had to block them from multiple accounts. And that was 6 fucking years ago. So here we are 6 years later, and they're messaging my boyfriend asking if I'm okay. And like apparently they've been over the years asking people if I myself yet. And honestly, stalkers are something that I just don't understand. And I've had a real life stalker before too. Someone who stalked me IRL. In fact, they tried to run Josh off the road, but that's a different story for a different day. We're not 100% sure it was him, but we think it was him because somebody tried to run Josh off the road one day for no discernible reason. And it was like right around when the stalker shit was happening. And he knew where we lived because I lived in the same house where he was stalking me at, right? But you know what's funny about that dude is the police talked to him and he started crying. So there you go. Call the police on your stalkers, because like if they're little bitches, which most of them are, they will so fucking cry when they're confronted by the fucking detective. But anyway, that's a fun little interesting story about people who I don't understand, because I genuinely don't understand like stalkers. I don't understand the mindset. I don't understand, like, it's got to be some kind of like weird mental distress that causes it or something. Have any of y'all ever had stalkers? Because I don't understand, like, why would you want to pursue someone who doesn't, like, in some cases doesn't know who you are, or someone who doesn't know anything about you, right? Or someone who does know you, they know who you are, but they're not interested, and they made it clear they're not interested. Why would you continue to be interested and continue to follow them and, you know, watch what they're doing and things like that? Like, it's really a weird mindset to me. I don't get it. Sorry, I'm checking my Discord. 1 second. Okay. Nothing's going on in Discord. Anyway, sandwich and fruit. What is that? What you had? Oh yeah, what kind of sandwich did you have? Pastrami and something? Why stalk? It's stupid. Just talk to them. Just talk to them. Just talk with the S in front. All on the topic of mental shit. Yeah. What's up? Oh, hi, Hope, by the way. How are you doing? Apparently I have a disorder I didn't even know existed. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of disorders I didn't know existed. I understand that. Like, the first time somebody said schizoaffective at me, I was like, what the fuck is that? And I'm pretty sure that's what I have. I mean, that's might even... Like, my latest psychiatrist, I smell myself every half hour to check if I stink. Apparently... Really? Wait, have you ever hallucinated smells before? Because I have. Like, bad smells. Like a type of anxiety about smell. Yeah. No, I completely understand that, because I've just hallucinated bad smells before, and I'd be like, is that me? And it's not me. That's wild. And that's a disorder, huh? You guys, let me tell you something. If you're on a diet, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, and Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero, whatever, the ones that have 0 calories but have like a sugary sort of taste to them, they really help with like the cravings for sweet shit. I hallucinate sometimes that I stink like shit. Yeah, I've done that before too. I'm like, just get out the shower and I'm like, is that me? Is that me? And like, you can't tell if you're hallucinating or not, because you're like, am I hallucinating? Do I really stink even after a shower, or is there a smell in the house but it seems like it's coming off of you? But then I asked Josh and he's like, you smell good. You smell like soap, you know? Pastrami, pepper jack cheese, chipotle mayo, 1 slice of bread, a bit of mold on it. Ew. Oh. Oof. Ooh, I'm gonna have to throw out the bread. I didn't know it was moldy. I don't feel my own smell, only my environment's. Yeah, but they are still bad. Oof. Oh, let me check the bread. Hold on. Bro. Now you got me examining the bread. Yeah, Josh likes mayo. Oh, is it the Hero bread? Look, you guys, there's this stuff called Hero bread, and it's like 45 calories a slice, and it's full of protein and shit. It's really good. And it's only 45 calories a slice. Oh, you're talking about the wheat bread. Yeah, he can have mayo as long as it has like chipotle and shit on it. This bread is not moldy, and it's really good. Oh, Shetty, you're talking about the diet drinks, right? How they're still bad for you. I mean, don't do it in excess. Send the bread to the bread restaurant. Yeah, I'm just eating on... Somebody clipped me eating on stream. A fungal colony with the mold. It can make your cells less sensitive to insulin. Really? No. I mean... I usually refrigerate my bread. Maybe I should start refrigerating my bread. Also, what's up, Astro? I like how I'm just eating bread on stream, y'all. Like, you come here and I'm eating bread. Good news? What's the good news? I bought half a kilo of salmon at 50% discount. Oh shit. Damn. That is good news. Maybe we should start refrigerating our bread. 15 bucks. And salmon is expensive. I don't know how expensive it is there, but here it's really expensive. So anyway, if you're on a diet and you want to be able to eat bread, get Hero bread. I don't know if they sell it in other countries, but here in America, they usually have them at like grocery stores and stuff. 45 calories a slice, and it's full of protein and shit. I love salmon. Yeah, it's really expensive here too, salmon. You guys, I'm just eating bread. All right. Alright, I'm catching up with chat. I was like, I'd love to have salmon more often, but it's expensive as fuck. Yup. 40% because it expires today and 10% because employee discount. Oh shit, it expires today? Okay, well you better eat it at Trader Joe's. Oh, are you going to freeze it? If you freeze it, it should be okay. 50% off salmon just means half of it's amazing. Did you see that guys that Arta left? Yeah, he does that a lot. Did I ever tell y'all I had auto brewery syndrome? Yeah, you did tell us that. Body gets infected with yeast and it makes the beer in you. Okay, have a good shower, Astro. I noticed that RDS left. I hope he's okay, but it's also not the first time he left to rejoin. Yeah, I mean, he's a student, so I don't know. I always think this. If someone leaves the server, it's their own personal business, and I'm not going to, like, poke into it. You know, we had someone that was legitimately, like, a part of our community, and they just left, and they didn't say anything. And a lot of people missed him and felt bad, but we really didn't know why he left, and he's just left around like late December. So whatever. Like people leave, people come and people go, you know. How do you guys notice when people leave? Like how do you guys notice that? I noticed that you guys always notice when people leave the server and I'm like, how the fuck? I don't even notice this kind of stuff. That's what I assumed, Josh. I figured it was school. That's their business. Just in pride. Yeah, you never know. Maybe they just don't like something that happened here. You know what I mean? So, I just leave it alone. I learned about auto brewery syndrome the other day when playing Death by AI in Discord. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a fun game to play, you guys. Death by AI. But I'm really bad at, like, writing the prompts and stuff. Knowing those people who leave and expect everyone to go ask them, like, hey, why did you leave? Everything okay? Are there people like that? I've never dealt with anybody like that in my Discord, which I'm really glad. So, but yeah, I didn't realize there were people like that who want you. I mean, I guess there are. I guess I experienced that with Facebook. Some people who just, like, take a couple days off because they want people to be worried about them. I know you're not going to harass him, Nines. That's not what we meant. It's just, you know, people leave and that's just what happens. When I leave some places because I want to be left alone. But yeah, I know the type, Seti. You know, I've never really experienced that on Discord. I guess I've experienced that on Facebook, but not on Discord. I'm going to drink my poison now. This shit is like dripping. I need a paper towel to wipe it off. I'll be right back. Oh, you do that too? And people think I'm ignoring them. I'm back! You can't call it a Hassan stream. I'm back. Hold on. All I did was go get a paper towel for my drink. You guys can't say that. Chat, is this real? No, a Hassan stream would be... Hold on. hold on. It would be me watching someone else's video and then getting up and leaving for 5 to 10 minutes. That's a Hassan stream, you guys. Yo, chat. Yo, chat. Come on, you guys. You guys are rude as fuck, man. It's not a Hassan stream. Like, I'm back already. Like, I wasn't even gone for more than a minute. I went and got a paper towel. Yeah, besides, I think Hassan is just a content thief. So that's my thing. And he's, like, deathly afraid to debate anyone who knows the facts about what content thievery involves when you're, like, a reactor like that. You know what I mean? And he's definitely a content thief because he hardly adds anything to the stuff that he reacts to. And then he literally... Hassan streams remind me of substitute teachers. Yeah, really? Yeah, exactly. Like, he just puts on someone else's hard work and then just sits there like, wow, chat, that's crazy, chat. Oh my god, chat, that's so crazy. Oh, blah, 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 chat. That's what he does. Hassan in general. Yeah, I mean, he is a pretty bad yeah, I mean, he's a fucking grifter. He's a massive hypocrite and a grifter. I mean, we're not... I mean, we're out here just talking shit, but yeah, he's a grifter. Like, I just posted something in my other Discord about him. We don't... He likes to pretend to stay in politics, but he legit recently showed up to a protest, took their pizza, and left. That sounds like him. That he took their pizza? That sounds like him. I'm not even surprised. I mean, I think he has a lot of his followers. Also, he justified... Alright, we're getting too political. Let's not. Let's not. I knew bringing him up was going to end up with politics. That's what, because he's a political streamer, right? So, I mean, he justifies a lot of things that I don't want to talk about on my stream. So, that's why I don't like bringing him up. But you guys, he is a content thief at the end of the day. Regardless of his politics, hi Snowy, regardless of his politics and the stupid shit that he says, he's a content thief. And at the end of the day, that's the biggest thing that I want to point out. Is that people like him, Critical, Asmongold is probably one of the worst because... People like to act like he adds something to the content. No, it's fine, Nines. People like to... At least he's not a horse fucker. I mean, he probably... Oh, come on, bro. I gotta put the shades on for that one. Come on. You guys. I totally forgot about Vosh being a horse fucker. Oh my god, I forgot all about that. I'm playing War Thunder. I'm cooked. Yeah, don't share any government secrets in my Discord, Snowy. I fucking forgot about I'm the horse. Snowy, you don't understand. I'm the horse. I'm playing War Thunder. Also a pedo. Vosh is a massive creep. Yes. He's a weirdo. He's been a weirdo for years, and I'm glad that people are finally starting to realize, like, he has a lot of people who are dedicated to following him no matter what. But, like, the thing is he's another one of these political rats who pretends like he's this, that, or the other thing, but really he's just I'm hungry. Well, make some salmon since you got so much. Horse, how hungry? Oh my god. Send me the government secrets. Yeah, just DM them, not in my Discord. Okay, well, it's been 30 minutes and I think I'm done with he's also just a prick. I think I'm done with ranting. John the Stallion boyfriend. You know, I think everybody here has heard the Stallion story, right? You guys have all heard the... What does he does what to horses? He wants to be a horse, and you know what, Hope? Don't worry about it. Oh my god, I forgot you were here. Don't leak military documents in the server, bruv. You guys, I have a pimple right here. You guys probably can't see it. It's right here, and it just won't go away. And like, it's definitely a pimple, and I keep picking at it. Like, I can't stop picking at it. You guys ever pick at shit on your face and realize you're making it worse? No way you're done with ranting. No. I'm not done. You guys got to give me a topic. You guys have anything you want me to talk about other than Konami? I'm following a script. What is I don't have a script written. What you mean? I don't have a script written. Oh, you mean it's like scripting? Well, I can't really talk about everything I want to talk about. What do you want me to talk about since you are so confident that I can rant? It's so bad picking at them, right, Shetty? Since you're so confident I can rant for 30 more minutes, why don't you tell me a subject? Give me a topic, you guys. Chat, give me a topic, and I'll talk about it. Since you guys are so convinced, or at least Jill is. Kojima. I had a dream that I met Kojima last night, and you know what's funny is, why do I have these big, you guys see how big my sunglasses are? They're huge. But, it's funny because I had this dream that I met Kojima last night. Also, my favorite singer was there for some reason, but I really wasn't worried about my favorite singer because Kojima was like talking to me about my stories and like how he thinks they're good, and I was like, oh my god, this is like a dream come true. I've been having really bad nightmares lately, so last night's dream was actually really, really, really good. The bear or the man? The man, because I think it's a goofy thing. It's goofy, the bear or the man debate. It's really goofy, and it's super terminally online shit that I'm not a fan of. Yeah, that was me just a second ago. Like, okay, I get the point, all right? I'm gonna be honest. I get the point. It's about sexual assault, and it's about, like, the worst... And somebody had to explain this to me because I didn't get it. But the worst thing a man can do, or worst thing a bear can do is kill me. Because a man doesn't mean he will, though. And this is the important part. When you say you would rather die than spend time in the presence of a man, it's a little over the top, don't you ladies think? I think it's a little over the top. And also, it just strikes me as man-hating cultural BS. Like, you know, and I saw the one that the men started circulating. Would you rather tell your feelings to a woman or a tree? And I thought that was particularly funny. Like, I was just like, that's a good clap back, I guess, as the kids would say. Would rather open up your feelings to a tree or a woman. Yeah, exactly. Elena, they're huge. These are my regular glasses, but these things are freaking huge, dude. Look at these things. You can see myself, and I have chat right here. Discord's over here on this screen, and I can see myself right here. I spend a lot of time looking at myself. The male or the bear thing went over my head. I don't really get it. It's, okay, so let me explain it, okay? So there's this question about Cocaine Bear or Ted Kaczynski. Well, I wouldn't want to be, hold on. Let me explain this to Astro real quick. The bear versus the man thing is basically women saying that they would rather be in a forest with a bear than with a man because the worst thing a bear can do to me is kill me. It's a remark about sexual assault, right? However, I think that it's really just an extension of the culture war, gender wars, I hate men, I hate women, blah, 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 blah. Let's argue about it all day on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else, right? And I think it's too over the top to make its point. Because you're basically saying all men are rapists if you say you wouldn't want to be stranded with a man. Like, and it's like someone else said, men have feelings too, y'all. Like, this idea that all men are bad people really needs to end. And on the other side of that, by the way, the idea that all women are horrible and won't listen to your feelings also needs to end. Like, it's culture wars online bother the living fuck out of me. Arguing about every little fucking thing that comes up. It just bothers me. Like, for instance, I've banged on this before and I'm gonna bang on it again, okay? Like, the thing with the Yasuke game where people keep complaining about a black protagonist really fucking pisses me off. Right? Because it's anytime a black person exists in media, we have this complaint when people call it woke and they start bitching and saying it's not this, it's not that. But we never have that complaint when it's just a white person or when it's just like, what is up with that? Like, so the culture war thing is one of the most annoying fucking things to me on earth. Okay, where are we at? Let me, okay, so the Cocaine Bear or Ted Kaczynski, I don't know, bro. Like, what kind of question is that? Don't you guys call me Ted because I say I want to live in the forest? Every day I cry myself to sleep knowing that I was born inherently evil gender. Shut the fuck up. Some peeps never heard of what polar bears would do to you. Would rather be alone in the woods with Ted Bundy. Hey, Arthur. Culture wars are cringe. Bussy war is where it's at. God damn it, Arthur. Bang, bang. Who has the most powerful bussy? Alright, you guys. So, thank you for... I like how Arthur shows up and the word bussy immediately follows. Did y'all notice that? Arthur showed up and it's like, hey... By the way, the word bussy exists. Here it is. Like, whatever, bro. Would you still love us if we were worms? God damn it! What the I hate that question! What's the bussy war like? Nobody wants to know that, Jill. Why are you asking? Oh my god. I would still love you guys if you were worms, okay? Who are the belligerents? Anyways, will I be drafted? I'm only picking a polar bear or grizzly bear if I have a fully loaded AR. Yeah, like if I have a shotgun, you know. Nines, did you just meme me and Uncle Elena? Yeah, see, they call me Ted Kaczynski in my Discord, you guys, because one day I was playing Project Zomboid. I wasn't even playing Zomboid. I think I just said this. I would love to live out in the forest away from the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't expect you to still love me. Well, obviously, Josh, if you're a worm, I'll just keep you in a cage or something. I'll put you in a little sanctuary, a worm sanctuary. Birds? Oh, Nines, you must be mistaken. Birds aren't real. They're just government drones. Would you love Josh if he was a garden gnome? No. YouTube is censoring me again. Did it censor you? Well, I mean, you know, Arthur, you do have a tendency to say really inappropriate things, so maybe don't say anything inappropriate. You won't get censored. Although, to be fair, when they censored you on that one comment, I didn't think that was that bad. Would you still like us if we were crocodiles? Okay, listen, I would still like you guys if you were any kind of animal, but I think I'd forget about your gnome boyfriend is a lie. Well, I mean, he wouldn't be real. He would just be a fake gnome. How am I supposed to love that? Look, you guys, I'll be right back, okay? Let me find my BRB screen. Is it here? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody at my window, but I think I'm just crazy. What are you sharing on here, Josh? No, I don't want to leave YouTube. I don't know what you're sharing, but I hope it's appropriate. Thank you, Elena. You just gave me the courage to come out as who I truly am. I'm a mound of neurons piloting a skeleton mech with flesh armor. Fucking NGE moment. That's what I was asking. Would you still love us if we were government drones? Yes, I would love you if you were government drone. Wait a minute. Would you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Isn't that a song? That's a song, right? What did Josh post? I want to know what he posted. Hold on. It won't let me go to it for some reason. It is Lana Del Rey. I was right. I was gonna say, is that Lana Del Rey? I'll be right back. I'm grabbing my brush because I'm obsessed with combing my hair over and over again. You guys, my air conditioner's on and it's still hot in here. I don't get it. Well, it's not on currently, but it was on. And it's set to like pop on when it hits a certain degree. Yes, I am obsessed with combing my hair. It's like a huge thing. I'll post it in Discord. All right, so it seems it's appropriate. Okay, so about Lana Del Rey. About to offend some Lana Del Rey fans here, but she strikes me as really boring. Her music's really boring to me. Not a big fan of it, but, you know, I did like one song by her. What's up with your guys? So I told you guys to ask me questions. You guys just asked me a bunch of questions about, like, you know, would you still love us if we were crocodiles or if we were worms or government drones or something, you know? These glasses, can you see, like, the picture of me in... Her music sucks. How come I can't see your guys's... My chat just stopped. 1 second. The chat on the side of the screen here, it stopped. I used to like her a lot, but it, okay. Lana Del Slay. Would you still love us if we were voices in your head? Her music sucks. I would like her a lot back in the day, but it got old. That's what it was with me. I liked her a little bit back in the day, but it got old really quick. Would you love us if we were Claire Debussy? Yes. Would you still love me if I was a degenerate? Oh, wait. You are a degenerate, and I love you, Arthur. Hold on. Okay, there was a really interesting question in this bunch of questions. Would you still love us if we were voices in your head? Okay, so that question is interesting because I don't think I love the voices in my head very much, y'all. They're kind of intrusive and mean. Y'all saw that last video, right? The video that made everybody depressed? That video made so many of my personal friends text me. Or not text me, but like send me personal messages. Like 2 of my personal friends, my mom texted me this morning, asked me if I was okay. And a couple of people in the Discord were like, wow, that's really sad. Like, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to depress you. If you could make a game, what genre would it be? So I have this story that I'm writing called The Trace, and it's really video game like. Like as I read over it and I like edit it, I'm like, this is so anime video game like. But I think the genre would be like action, like character action, you know what I mean? There'd be a lot of like action in it, but really good story too. Like I would try to make it narrative based, but also it'd be like Nier Automata. It'd have a lot of like action and fun gameplay, but it would also be narrative based. So that's my answer to that question. Why is the cat crying? Why the cat crying emoji? Oh, because you're a degenerate. You are a degenerate. Action characters. I use video games for inspiration for my story, so I think they could easily be incorporated in a game storyline. Nier Automata-esque? Yeah. Yeah. But maybe... I mean, every time I'm writing this story, I just... Any new game you'd like to get? I'm stuck on Stellar Blade right now. I'm actually stuck at a boss on Stellar Blade right now. But I'm just waiting for games to come out. I'm waiting for Nivalis to come out. I'm waiting for Paralives to come out. Those are both life sims. And god damn it, Jill, shut up. Sorry, I'm distracted now because Jill said that. I'm surprised you didn't get moderated for that, Jill. What the hell? You can write that, but anything... Yeah, I'm surprised that it let it slide, though. Like, anything that Arthur writes gets deleted. But this, it let that slide? Now, just because I have a fondness of HD 4K Sonic feet doesn't mean that I will. Yeah, god damn it. Why does my chats always end up like this, man? You guys. Okay, so the games I'm waiting on. Paralyzed and Nivalis, those are life sims. And then next year, Death Stranding 2 is coming out. And there's some horror game that Kojima's working on. Why can't I say wet bussy? Discrimination. You just said it! You just said it! Oh my god. Alright, you guys, can we tone down the sexual talk, please? Oh my god, dude. You guys are embarrassing as fuck. Wet cuzzy. Okay. I guess I have hi JC. I guess I have higher powers for being a moderator. Wet bussying. Oh my god, you guys, please. Alright. Now, well, I'm so sorry, Hope. Yeah. You guys are corrupting the youth with your language. How do you feel about that? You know? You guys should feel very bad. Where's my diet at? FBI sounds and distance. Yeah, exactly. Can you guys... Okay, I have a challenge for you guys. You guys ask, like, a normal question. Something that you want me to answer. Something that doesn't have to do with sexual stuff. Please don't actually learn anything from this chat. Yeah, really. So I am stuck on a boss in Stellar Blade. Second boss I've been stuck on. I was stuck on the first boss because I just didn't know how to play the game. Now the first boss is probably easy. But now I'm stuck on the Juggernaut. Anybody playing Stellar Blade would know if you got that far. Uh, it's it's kind of like a Souls boss. Oh god, dude. All right, you guys, please. Am I gonna have to ban the B word, not bitch, but the other B word? Am I gonna have to ban that from you guys? Because you guys are corrupting the youth in my Discord, or not in my Discord, in my chat. Actually, I think it's fine, actually. I mean, the kids know a lot more than we think they do. I want to play it sometime. You want to play what sometime? Oh, yeah, the thing about... There's a boss named Juggernaut in Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, blatant ripoff. I mean, there's a Juggernaut in, like, so many games. So you might as well hear something funny. I'm playing Stellar Blade, and Josh wants to play it, but since I always hog the PlayStation, since it's hooked up through my capture card, and I'm always on my computer, he can't play it. So I should give him more time with the PlayStation. Like, one time he was like, Mom says it's my turn with the Xbox. It was pretty funny. How many games have you found that accurately depict schizotype disorders? That's a good question, Arthur. Let me think. I have to think. That accurately depict it? Hellblade. Yeah, Senua's Sacrifice. That's the only one. I'm like, Senua's Sacrifice is probably... it was so accurate I couldn't play it anymore. You guys know? Like, I made some videos about it. Way back before I was good at making videos, because I'm a lot better at making videos now. But I made some videos about Senua's Sacrifice because it was so accurate I couldn't even finish it. Oh, Milk. Yes, Milk and Senua's Sacrifice. Thanks, guys. You guys answered the question for me. Because I had to sit here and think. There's also... No. Oh, you know who's really... they're not said to be schizophrenic, but they act very schizophrenic? Kasuga from Like a Dragon. You guys know who Kasuga is? From, Yakuza Like a Dragon? He's fucking schizophrenic as fuck. I don't care if he's not officially supposed to be. The way he sees the world, the way he, like, imagines himself in a video game and Dragon's Quest, it's just so schizo. He just reminds me of, like, a happy schizophrenic. So there's that. There's those 3 games. Milk, Senua's Sacrifice, and Kasuga from Like a Dragon. So, there you go. Anyway, there's conversations going on in my are there any accurate... Yeah, Kasuga. Any accurate schizophrenic characters? Like, yeah, I really like Kasuga. He's a really good character. And I like Milk. Milk is a tough one. And I like Senua. But Milk is a tough one because I related to that character a lot. Like, I related to, like, Milk's, like, conversations and stuff a lot in both games. I was like, yo, this is way realistic. Like, it was way, way too close to home. But I really like the character. There's a lot of movies that have schizophrenia, like, kind of off. You know, I can't really name any off the top of my head, but they also misrepresent, like, DID a lot, too. Those are, like, probably the 2 top misrepresented, like, disorders. Let's stick with Angry Ants. What's a game or other media that misrepresents schizophrenia? Well, I'm talking about that right now, actually. So that would be, like, So, one thing I've heard about A Beautiful Mind, which is actually a true story, is that they changed his hallucinations to make them more TV-friendly, to make him hallucinate people, and... apparently he only had auditory hallucinations. Look, I'll look this shit up right now. Hold on 1 second. Maybe I have his name wrong. Whoa, here we go. The real story of John Nash. So let's see... Okay, not entirely true to the facts of Nash's life. In life, Nash did live under the delusion that messages were being sent to him through journals, magazines, and newspapers. Very common, by the way. but it is not clear he hallucinated the friend Princeton or the little girl. His illness was more dominated by paranoia and what he described as schizophrenic thinking. He experienced voices at one point. He visited several mental hospitals and was given antipsychotics and insulin shock therapy. Yeah, they used to shock therapy our asses back in the day. He stopped taking antipsychotics after 1970. His behavior became more and more erratic. His illness also saw him leave his wife and travel to Paris, where he sought to cancel his American citizenship and apply with the United Nations to become an international citizen of the world. In reality, as in the film, Nash also experienced hallucinations and delusions with a gradual remission of symptoms as he grew older. So that movie right there is inaccurate because they wanted to add things to make it more visually friendly for audiences. Okay. So Seti, do you think the dev of Milk has schizo friends or something? It's too spot on. I don't know if they're schizophrenic themselves. I assume that, but I'm not sure. They actually commented on my video and said they appreciated my videos and my perspective. And the way they worded it made me think they're not schizophrenic, but they could have people they talked to or studied or researched the disorder. You know what I mean? Fun fact, the new Undertale newsletter came out and Toby said Chapter 4 of Delta is almost done. Oh, really? Is Chapter 3 coming out too? Oh, you know what's a good example of mental illness in movies? Frank. Who's Frank? I didn't see... Is Frank a movie? Or are you talking about Frank from Donnie Darko? Huh. Y'all, I need to get back to Undertale. Hope just reminded me. I still haven't... It's a movie about a very autistic man who's a musician. Okay, I need to watch that. I heard that Rain Man was a very bad representation of autism, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I don't remember it. I saw it when I was like 12. You guys, I gotta take an anxiety med. Because this is what it's like living... Popping pills on stream. Okay, but this is something this is my prescribed medication right here. It's my prescribed anxiety med. I'm taking it because I'm starting to feel some thoughts come on that I don't want to deal with. So I can tell you right now what those thoughts are too, if you guys want to hear, but it might depress you. You guys were depressed by my video from yesterday, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it so you can cry, I guess. But, like, the thoughts that happen are me choking. I'll think about my throat closing up and me choking and me dying of suffocation. It's really bad. Like right now, I think, like, that my throat is just going to close up randomly. And I also get this fears of being allergic to things, even though I've eaten them before. Like, because you can suddenly have an allergy come on. And I like things like shrimp and strawberries, which you can be allergic to. And I'll think, like, if I eat one of those things, suddenly I will gain a allergy to them. And, like, it's really obnoxious. Like, last night I was trying to go to bed, and every time I would fall asleep, I'd wake up and freak out. Like, it happened like 5, 6, 7 times before I finally just let myself go to sleep. And, like, I start to think about bad things happening to me, like someone breaking in and trying to murder me or something. I start to think about, like, having some sort of medical issue while I'm alone in my house and nobody's here to help me. And I get freaked the fuck out really badly. Like, being here alone is a definite trigger. Like, eating is a huge trigger. But it's like, I can feel these thoughts, like, coming on. Like, earlier we were talking about the man or the bear, right? And let me tell you, the thought of being mauled by a bear is terrifying to me. Like, this idea that there's a bear that could break into my house or something is, like, terrifying. Or if I'm stuck in the woods and, like, a bear breaks, just runs up to me and starts killing me, that is terrifying. Being eaten alive is terrifying to me. And, like, I know those things aren't going to happen, but I start thinking about really, really, really negative, bad, horrendous things, and then it gives me the fear. And this doctor told me it's because it releases, like, a hormone that makes you feel like you need to run and be scared. He actually told me one of the things I can do is, like, run. But I have an exercise bike that I use. But let me tell you, that didn't work. He told me that running and burning off the anxiety is supposed to work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Even when I'm on my bike going as fast as I can, it doesn't work. He said it's supposed to get rid of, I don't know. Anyways. My chat is, like, stuck again. Oh, you have a similar thing, Coffee? Yeah, man, it's pretty bad, right? Like, you'll just think about something and it'll make you scared. and then you have to then you start freaking out about it when in reality I'm in the safety of my air conditioned home in my gamer chair rotting away talking to you guys, right? Like everything is safe here. My front door is locked, my windows are closed and locked, everything's safe. I live in a relatively nice area. There's nothing really for me to worry about, and yet here I am worrying. I get like insanely intrusive, violent thoughts, like me getting caught in an escalator and just seeing what, dude, me too. That isn't it fucked up? Just getting crushed by something. You kind of have to find an exercise that works for you. Running doesn't work for me, but swimming does for some reason. It's rough. It is rough, Coffee. Could running be different for cycling? Well, he said you need to burn the adrenaline off. So I don't think it's really that different. Because it's just like doing, he said like run as fast as you can, right? And I'm like, so I get on my cycle and I try to go as fast as I can. I honestly don't know. Maybe it just doesn't work for me because because it's mostly just thoughts that cause it. Like I have insanely intrusive thoughts, kind of like Coffee was saying. So for me, it's the opposite. I have violent OCD, so I have the opposite. It's me doing those things to other people. Yeah, those are intrusive thoughts too. You think about doing horrible things to other people. I have a friend who has OCD, and she told me she's constantly thinking about just doing horrible things to people that she loves and cares about. Not constantly, but enough to where it's triggering for her. You know what I mean? That's me every time I drive around 18-wheelers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get insanely scared around trucks. Pickup trucks too, because pickup drivers out here just drive crazy. They don't drive right. They like take over the whole road and swerve and stuff, and like their trucks are huge and they don't seem to care about that. So, but the 18-wheelers, or like when we went to San Francisco to see my favorite singer, we were next to a wall for a little while, and like that was I was so freaked out by that. I was like, dude, no, you know what I mean? Like, It's a product of my ADHD. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess intrusive thoughts are a symptom of that, huh? But I'm willing to bet depression and PTSD play into it. Yeah, really. Yeah, I understand that. PTSD, definitely, for sure. Texas drivers are insane. I wonder if they're worse than California drivers, because everybody says California drivers are the worst. The absolute worst. By the way, like, talking to you guys on stream does help with the anxiety a lot. It's why I do these streams a lot. I've been releasing, they drive like they live in GTA. Man, you should see my GTA video. Oh, you can. You're a member, where I just crash over and over again into walls and people and just run over cops. That's an old school video I had. NJ drivers are similar. Yeah, America's so big that you're going to see like a lot of diversity across the way of how people act, how they drive, how they talk, and like everybody who comes here says that this is the worst drivers they've ever experienced is in California. I think even Yvonne came here and he said that, and he's coming from another country. He's coming from Europe. Florida drivers are the worst, mostly because they are all 90. They're all old as fuck. Are Canadian drivers that bad? Hold on. Doesn't Canada deal with extreme weather? That was until I drove in Italy. Oh, so Italy's worse, huh? Saskatchewan, it's fucking scary. Wait a minute. Hold on. Isn't the weather, am I reading this right? You said in Canada, right? Saskatchewan. Okay. Isn't the weather in Canada like extreme? Shouldn't everybody there be driving safe? Because when I lived in Alaska, because of the extreme weather, people drove pretty safe, at least from my perspective. I thought those were some of the best drivers I ever experienced. I don't drive, but as a passenger. Highest drunk drivers in all of Canada. In at least Canada. Huh. That's... Huh. Well, in Texas, if the roads freeze over... People don't know how to drive, I'd assume, because that's not a very common thing out there, right? You guys, you know I don't know how to drive, right? I've never actually driven. I mean, I have driven. I don't want to talk about it, but I have driven. But I don't drive because I'm deathly afraid of driving, and I trust someone else to drive me rather than myself. Like, Josh is a really safe driver. So I really like driving with him. My mom's a pretty safe driver too, but she barely drives. And my Uncle Ricky's a pretty safe driver too. Like, people I drive around with tend to be pretty safe drivers. But I don't trust myself to drive. They issue red alert and people are not required to go places. In Europe or just in Luxembourg? Texas is crazy. It's scary because y'all drive so fast here. Oh. Oh, you live in Texas too? Josh is the driver. Yeah, Josh does all the driving. Okay, that's kind of cool that Luxembourg does that. It's like one day of the year that the ice will freeze over so people will crash and everything. I heard that in Texas, now you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I heard a couple of years ago, not a couple of years ago, it was probably 10 years ago, at some point in Texas, like there was like 500 accidents before 8 a.m. because of ice on the roads or something. I'm so scared of driving. When I was a kid, I got into a couple of really bad crashes. One of them we rolled like 9-10 times. Oh, shit. Yeah, I can see why you're scared of driving. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I was checking my Discord. I know I just got silent for like a good 30 seconds. I was just looking at like what's going on in my Discord. Somebody's talking about something pretty interesting. I used to have a motorcycle, and yes, I was the kind of dude to get way close to your car and scare the shit out of people. Bro, every time a motorcyclist passed me, I'm like, I fucking hate motorcyclists. They scare the shit out of me. But like in California, it's legal for them to go between traffic like that. I was legit covered in my mom's blood. I somehow was fine, but my mom nearly got sucked out of the car from the spinning force or whatever and had half her head scalped. Oh my God. Jesus, that sounds scary as hell. No wonder why your driving scares the shit out of you. See, for me, it's just the fear of something like that happen. I've only been in a couple accidents. They were very minor. You were an awful person. Yeah, but the important thing is that you recognize it and you changed. But anyway, you guys have anything else you want me to talk about? Because we're rounding up on the hour, and you know what happens when we get to an hour. I always get bored and tired, and I don't have anything else to talk about. You guys got any questions for me before I go? I comb my hair too much, you guys. I do. I think it's bad for your hair to comb your hair as much as I comb mine. We have those, Arthur, the other day, 2 motorcycles were swerving in between cars and would do wheeling in front. That's scary as hell, Astro. Driving in general is terrifying to me, by the way. Like, I told Josh, I tell him this all the time, driving seems really nerve-wracking, and I don't know how he does it every day. I get scared for him every day going to and from work. Man, why isn't the air on? That shit turned off again. You know what? It's so annoying. Hi, Fran. How are you? Nothing. We're talking about nothing, actually. We've been talking about nothing for like a while. We're talking about driving and how it's scary. I was just going to start bitching about how it's fucking like, it's fucking hot in here, even though my air conditioner is supposed to be on. Did anybody... Undertale newsletter dropped out. Yeah. So, did he give a date, Hope, about when Chapter 3 and 4 are going to come out? I got to get back to Deltarune. I was able to do it because I need money. When I was a child, I literally had nightmares about driving. Like, yeah, it's fucking scary. One thing you need to avoid when driving is hesitation, because that's how you crash. Interesting. Oh, no, that actually makes sense. Poop and wheels. What's wrong with you, Josh? Why did you say that? Also used to catwalk my bike a lot. Did one in front of a cop, and he didn't like that. Yeah, I'm sure he didn't like that, Arthur. You know, that's that meme. Nobody liked that. That's you doing that thing. Nobody likes that. You guys got any plans this weekend? What are y'all doing? We should really get a chapstick countdown because I just keep using it. I don't know how to drive. And I've had dreams where I was driving and it didn't go well because I don't know how to drive. You know what I mean? Like popping wheels. Yeah, but you decided to write pooping wheels because you're a child. You know? Josh is really mature, you guys. He makes pee-pee poo-poo jokes. Shit, I make pee-pee poo-poo jokes. The older you get and the more in love you get, the more you make jokes about pee and poo. So, just so you guys know. That's real love. That's true love. Josh popped my wheel. What does that even mean, Arthur? You know what? Don't explain. I'm like, the danger is having Arthur explain things. That's the dangerous territory that you don't want to get into. Pooped my wheel. Oh. Okay, I'm glad you clarified. Nightmare that a car rammed into the side of my car. That's what I always freak out about in the car, Astro. I always freak out about a car T-boning us. Always. And on my side. That's like a main fear of mine. Yeah, no, don't. Oh, I get it. Popped. As in, like, popped your tire. I thought it was something so much worse. But it probably is something so much worse because it's coming out of you, Arthur. But we're going to leave it alone. And don't make a joke about that phrasing either. Thank you. I'm looking in my Discord, you guys. There's like a whole bunch of conversations going on in there. Let's not start a piss too. What is that? Yeah, no, right? God, you guys remember that? I said the word piss and everybody just went crazy. Yeah. I think it was because I was talking about Josh being loud when he pees. He's a loud peer. It sounds like he's frying chicken when he pees. Any new games you're looking at? Stop myself also before the expected happens. No, like I just said earlier, I'm really just waiting for games to come out. Like, I'm really waiting for Death Stranding 2 to come out. I'm waiting for Nivalis and Paralives to come out. Paralives and Nivalis are like life sims. I'm waiting for Death Stranding 2 to come out, and there's like a horror game that Kojima's releasing. But other than that, there's not really anything I'm looking at. I'm kind of getting burnt out on games. If Piss is so good, how come there's no Piss 2? Oh my god, what? Okay, we weren't supposed to do this. Fran specifically was asking for us to not have this conversation turn into a piss conversation. And look at this. You guys, look at what you've done. Arthur just posted a fucking meme about it in the Discord. God damn it, Arthur. Hold on. I have to respond to this. People in the Discord aren't going to understand that, dude. And then you just posted that. Yeah, he's infecting the Discord, you guys. The yellow lines of the road are PP roads. Oh god, Sonic Feet. He's not allowed to post Sonic Feet. So he's only allowed to post Sonic Feet in a particular chat. You guys are so ridiculous. But anyway, I asked a question and nobody answered. Do y'all have any plans for this weekend? Piss 2 is poo poo. Yeah, well, isn't poo 2? Yeah, it's number 2. Look, what are you guys' plans this weekend? You guys doing anything this weekend? Anything interesting? Because it is Friday, right? And I don't really have much of a life. I don't really do much. I might stream this weekend. I have none. Yeah, I don't have any plans. It's me writing. That's what I plan on doing this weekend, is doing some writing. Clean, gym, and chill. Yeah. I need to just chill. I think I'm going to do like a lot of editing and writing. Sleep, yeah. Yeah. Do you still work overnight, Astro? Prepping my brain to play Wani Hug the Gator. Oh, shit. Wani Hug that Gator. Oh, yeah, you were playing that on stream the other day. I'm going to try to get my song mixed today. Oh, good, good, good. Me and Josh fight over the interface. We don't really fight over it. He says, I'm going to take the interface. And I'm like, well, okay. It's always like that. Because I use it for streaming and for, like, recording. And he uses it for music. Weekend, I think, work on more lyrics for that collab. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're doing a collab with somebody. I forgot about that. I have plans to study and possibly go surfing. Surfing, really? That sounds fun. That sounds really fun, actually. You don't till August. You know, I used to work overnight at a particular company who I don't really want to name, but I'll tell you guys a funny story about a guy that I met at 3 a.m., right? And he, like, I was single, and he, like, hit on me, and I thought he was cute, so I was like, okay. And I agreed to go on a couple dates with him, and because I worked overnight, I saw, like, a lot of tweakers and drug addicts that came in overnight, right? And one night, this guy comes in at, like, 2 a.m., and he's got sunglasses on. Okay, it's 2 a.m. in Alaska. It's dark as fuck. It's during winter, and he's like, comes in with sunglasses on, speeds past me, goes to the fucking pharmacy and buys needles. And in Alaska, in Anchorage, you can just buy needles for whatever reason. You know, if you're a drug addict, you can just go in there and buy them. And he buys needles and he leaves. And then I was like, did that guy just buy needles? And it's like, yeah. And then I talked to him later and I asked him, I'm like, do you, like, inject drugs? And he was like, oh yeah, I fuck around a little bit with drugs. And I'm like, if you're, like, injecting meth, that's not fucking around a little bit. You know what I mean? That's, like, actually, like, actual drug addiction that you need to take care of. So that's my funny story about a guy I met in Alaska at the store I worked at. I worked at Walgreens, you guys. And, like, so long story short, don't date your customers, I guess. Like, you know, because then you find out horrible things about them. Like the fact that they inject meth. Yup. I'm also going with my physio to do free weights. Need to learn good form to stop my spinusi exploding. Physio. Oh, your physical therapy? Is that what you mean? That's good. Your spinusi. Come on, man. Like, why are you calling it that? I didn't even know you could inject that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You can inject that. It's business, not pleasure. Exactly, Astro. Don't date your customers, especially ones you meet in your business at like 3 a.m., bro. Yeah, but yeah, you can inject meth and it's pretty bad. Gets you real fucked up. I can't believe I couldn't. He was so used to it that I couldn't even tell he was high. It was just like a way of normalizing his life because he did it so much. You only know the Breaking Bad type? Well, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, because in Breaking Bad, they just smoke it, right? I had friends in Jersey that injected MDMA. Oh. You guys. Sorry, just thinking about injecting drugs, I'm just like, bro, damn. That's crazy. Like, I'm scared of needles, so I never in my life thought I should inject a drug. I'm so deathly afraid of dying of every little thing. I can barely eat without thinking I'm gonna die. I cannot do hard drugs. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I can't even do soft drugs. Like, smoking weed. Well, I don't smoke weed anymore, at least not often, because it's not good for me. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm addicted to it, so every once in a while I smoke it, right? And, like, dude, like, I think I'm going to die from smoking that. I couldn't imagine smoking heroin or injecting meth or something like that. And I'm deathly afraid of needles too. That's what I'm saying. Like, these people just be out here just, and I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, that's, whew. Well, you know, we have lost the plot. What are we talking about? We're talking about injecting drugs. Any drug addicts here today you want to talk about? No, I'm kidding. You know what? I do have some advice. You can inject it, drink it, eat it, air it. What else? You can stick it up your butt. That's a real thing that people do. They call it. Why am I answering these questions? Why? I don't mind getting my blood drawn. Anything else is pushing it. Yeah, getting my blood drawn is fine. Because any drug addicts, chat, rise up. Look, I will tell you this to the young people here, to people who haven't smoked weed yet. Don't start smoking weed. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. It doesn't do anything for you except make you fucking lazy. For reals. Just makes you lazy and it makes you eat a lot and it makes you like, I don't know, like unmotivated. Like it makes you okay with being bored. I remember somebody said that and he said it makes you okay with being bored and I didn't really understand that, but it makes you okay with just sitting there getting nothing done. All my drugs are legal. Yeah, mine too. They have them sitting on my table. These are all legal drugs. These are all my prescribed medications that I take for my disorder. All right. So, I think I'm going to end it here for today. I'm sort of out of things to talk about. You know, I usually make it about an hour. You can what? Yeah, Hope. You can. Exactly, Yvonne. You don't get shit done. And yeah, you can. It's called boofing. You don't need to know about it. You don't need to know about it. I'm sorry that I brought it up, but yes, you can do that with drugs. And some people legitimately do it, and they think it's a good way to do it. You can also, yeah. I get shit done on it still. Yeah, Josh doesn't just sit around and do nothing when he's high. He actually uses it as a motivator to do other things, I've noticed. But anyway, I'm going to end it here on a good note before we start talking about piss or something again, because I really have nothing else to talk about. Josh is built different. He is built different, and he's also a wonderful boyfriend. Yeah, I have nothing else to talk about, and I'm kind of bored. Might play some Stellar Blade on my own. Try and get past this damn boss I'm stuck on. But yeah, we're not going to talk about poop or anything like that. And my neighbors are, you know what? It's a good time for me to stop because my neighbors are vacuuming. You guys hear that? They're really going to town with that vacuum. They usually vacuum for like 30, 40 minutes, dude. No joke. All right. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me during this, me just being bored on a Friday. And I will see you guys next time, all right? Peace. Now you can poop it too. Poop blade. Why are you guys like this? What? All right, you guys. I'm going to see you guys later. Have a good one.